Racing has dropped a new patch. Winning! And so now we need to test it and see how it reacts. So I am here at Okayama. Okayama is on the calendar for the 3-hour races, the iRacing Endurance Series this season. And I said, okay, I know this circuit relatively well. Let's give it a whirl and see how it feels. So in the Merc got an Aero update, and yeah, just try and see how this reacts. So, a couple things of note: I have programmed the traction control and the brake bias now into my wheel, so I don't have to be looking at this particular screen anymore because I can do it from the wheel. So really stoked about that. So we're gonna take out the Merc. So the Merc got an Aero update, and one of the things that I noticed is this car on cold tires is now a little bit more sensitive to input. Like that right there, that's the normal braking point, and you see me just slide off. So expect a lot of crashes tonight. Expect a lot of crashes. So you see my best time over there, 1:34 and 4. We're gonna see if I can get to that and then hopefully exceed it. So hope every one of you is well. Life is treating me pretty good. Had a nice rest on Labor Day. Needed it. And yeah. I can already tell you, just on braking feel, what I did is I actually did a braking test before the stream, and what I wanted to make sure of is that my slow speed understeer. I've been hearing that a lot from everybody. So long story made short, what is occurring is with the increased aero on cold tires, and if you're wondering why I'm not driving, I just dropped the remote. So I'm fixing that right now, and then we will happily resume. Cold tires. This car is very twitchy now. Right now I'm running a lot of traction control. Going forward, I'm going to subtract that off. See right there, I'm pushing, I have no grip. So tires are still cold. And I'm still remembering how to drive this track in this car. So yeah, lots to talk about. I published a video earlier today explaining some of the things that I liked. And the big thing is the way that endurance racing is going to happen with the team registrations where the sandbagging for strength of field is going to go away. Wow, that is super fussy there. So I'm encouraged to see. So, see, I'm just getting that. It's slow speed understeer. Now, what I'm suspecting is it's the traction control working against me. So, you notice I just upped it because I got it mapped. Got a great suggestion. As you may or may not know, I am publishing these streams on the YouTube. And so I got a nice prompt from one of my peers in Discord. Oh, I know exactly what's going on. Okay. Just realized what's going on here. So, let me readjust. Okay. Pedals was not feeling in the right place. So basically, the big thing for me is two parts. One is the Merc has got a little bit more aero. And what I'm noticing, I've loaded up the Season 3 setup I had for this place, is that see, now I'm getting a little bit of understeer. Let's lower that back down. But the Merc with the aero feels like it's in the front. And I'm getting one of two conditions. I'm getting this low speed understeer, especially in cold tires. Cold tires is a scary car. But the other part is the rear end for me feels a little bit different. Is feeling that is feeling a little bit better for me. So for those who are new to the stream, welcome. I'm all about the gyro. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am new to iRacing. This will be the first full season I will be on iRacing, and for me, I will be looking to do two of the major series. The first is going to be the IMSA Sports Car Championship in this car, and the second one is the Spec Racing 4. And so, you'll be seeing a lot of streams live on Twitch, and then you'll see the upload. That is much better, so put an extra TCs helping me out of that corner on YouTube. So it's the same name, all about the gyro. And so if you ever miss a stream, don't feel like you've missed out. You can be able to watch so I'm going to be driving, as of right now, Mercedes GT3. I'll probably be the contrarian because, pardon me, I'm still having a little bit of sinus issues here I'm dealing with. So, be be in this car, even though I suspect to see a lot of Ferraris. With the Ferrari Fix Challenge coming back, I see a lot of people doing the double dip. With GT3 racing, from what I have heard from my colleagues, they're finding that mid-corner, the Ferrari is excellent, but it is slow down the straights. That was the initial report I got. I'm waiting to hear back from the other GT3 cars. People that have the Merc has been reporting some unexpected understeer. So one of the things that I'm noticing is I may have to recalibrate my pedals here, because on a Quark stream, on Quarkatize, he had to do that. I may be needing to recalibrate brake pedal because it's not feeling quite right. So yeah, Merc with the added aero, definitely the aero balance has changed. I'm expecting, you know, the setup people, once they figured that out, the car will be a little bit more stable. The second thing is the whole team racing thing. See, I'm on the gas early there, as you saw. We're going to look at that on replay. And what I'm finding out is the, actually that's pretty good. So there's a breaking point. And I want to go here. When I see this, right there is when I want to get on it. But you can't get on it anymore. I have to wait a little bit. So, because of that, that's one of the big challenges, is slow speed understeer. So, let's talk about the team racing thing. So, here's one of the things that, you know, finally when with the strength of field sandbagging now declared drivers. I notice I'm having to roll that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. See, I am very human, guys. I'm having to wait for that to come off. So I'm gonna loosen up the traction control a little bit, but basically with the sandbagging strength of field option taken away, because now everybody has to race that you declare, and everyone has to do fair share. I think that you're going to have better racing all the way throughout, especially midfield, midfield and below. Oh, that was on me again. Midfield and below. You're going to have a definitely a difference in quality in terms of what's going to happen is now, instead of skewing it to the left of the curve where you are pressing the middle of part of the field to play down so that you have a chance for a better result. I didn't give it full gas there, but I kind of gave it medium gas. Yeah, it's going to stop that. A little bit later, or earlier, I should say. And that. And so, yeah, you're going to see, I think, the middle splits have more equity. Now the question is, and nope. You're gonna see that. See, look how much that's at 35 miles per hour. You don't get it on the apex, right? This is what happens. So yeah, this car is bucking around a little bit. So yeah, you're gonna have, I think, a little bit more equity in terms of, yep, that is definitely helping out. So yes, it's back that up about 20 meters, and now I'm starting to feel the front come in really nice. Still a lot of push. A lot of push. They're right on turn in. I am. Wow, this car is twitchy. Twitchy, 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 twitchy. So, basically what I am looking at here is I add a little bit more front bias here. See if I can get the car to turn a little bit. I got a little bit more extra traction control and a little bit more front bias here. Hopefully I can start dialing it out. That is already feeling better. So, next week, Spec Racing Ford is Summit Point. Tell you around there, the Spec Racing Ford, the feel of it feels very different to me. Oh, see, once again, I am driving way too deep in this car right now. Snap understeer here. So snap understeer. All right. So I'm going to make the change here. And what I'm going to do here is tweak it just a little bit. All right, and let's see here. Okay, and we are back here. Because I use Craig Shut Up Shop. I don't like sharing that stuff out publicly because it is a paid for service. Craig and his group work really hard. So I made quite a few changes in the back. One of the changes I made was I added a little bit more wing. Just because I need a little bit extra downforce for the corners here. And had just the smallest amounts of slide there already, and liking it. So I'm really excited about the season. I know it's going to be a challenge, especially in this car here. But where I want to be, let's see. I wonder. It's almost like the steering is not right. Oh, it's like something in my steering is right. Oh no, those are the right settings. Okay. All right, the car is acting a little differently than I remembered it, so. So anyway, so yeah, next week, we're going to be driving around Monza in this car, and then for the Spec Racing Fords, we're going to be heading around Summit Point, and I am expecting a crash fest. Because when I took the Spec Ford out there to kind of do the test, it is a little bit more lively again. That's one thing I noticed. Yeah, see, that is so weird. The steering. Looks like the extra steering is now a bad thing. So we have to tweak that because I'm not. The steering force that I had for season 3, which I really liked, which I had right about 15, it is not working for me. So I'm gonna go down. Yeah, let's go down to 13.5. Why not? Now the baseline for this is 12. But I like feeling the weight in front. What I'm feeling is I'm not getting the tactile feel almost like the steering is acting too slow. And it's not like slow corners of the car just not rotating the way I'm expecting. Oh, that was me. That was not the car. So, lots of testing coming up. So, I'm gonna have some videos out this week. There's 3 that's come to mind. See, that already feels a little better. Let's see how we are here. Let's see, I'm getting a little bit more turn. That's almost too much. I may have to tweak. Yeah, I have to tweak that just a little bit, but we've made a good change there. So some of the videos coming. So we're gonna have 14. And see how that feels. So we're gonna have a video about Warren Park. Race a few cars around there. We're gonna have a video of Fulton Park. That one, that track is definitely exciting. I think it's gonna be some great racing around there. That part's still there. What I'm testing is the feel in the steering wheel. So as you saw, I was running at 15, now I'm at 14. Let's see here. I overdrove that a fraction, but I like the... Yeah, this is much better. What I'm looking for is the right amount of resistance in the wheel. And okay, so there is okay, so definitely some differences in this car. As you see, I am a 1.5 seconds off. Let me go the other direction. Let's go 16. What I may have to do is do the minimum force. Okay, so now, as you know, my default's 15. It's a little bit of extra. And what I'm trying to test is that understeer that I'm complaining about, because I have the wrong force set up and I need a little bit more to help. That was me and not the car. So, alright, let's try this again. See here, it's much better with that extra weight. Yeah, that one's nice. So, let's see how my tires are. full deep on that. I give it a little bit of, yeah, this extra weight is actually good. It's teaching me to turn sooner than I want to. Because otherwise I'm going to push. Yep. Alright, that's actually good. I can feel the front end now. So yeah, so you're gonna have 2 videos just on the new circuits. I'm gonna do a third one called iRacing Mathematics. So how to do schedule planning. It's gonna be kind of an eye-opening thing for some of you because from what I have gathered, if I race all 3 of the championships that I want to race at, which is Spec Racing 4, the IMSA sports car, and the 3-hour iRacing Endurance Series events, that's 18 circuits I have to purchase. At a minimum. 18. That is $225 that has to be spent. And yes, I did put the AlphaTauri on there to celebrate Garrett Gasly's splendid victory at Monza. You'll see it's still very pushy. Yeah. But yes, it's 18 circuits, so I want to teach some of you that are trying to figure out, hey, what should I race, and more importantly, why should I race it? And it was a very eye-opening exercise when I looked at the IMSA category and realized I have 9 tracks to purchase. 9. Oh, no, no. That was me. That car, it was me. I'm trying to get on the gas there, and it's not. So a little bit of slow understeer and a little bit of rotation. Let's look at this again. There's my mark. I'm on it. And what's happening is I'm not letting the car run. Not letting it run. So yeah, let me show you the nice livery. It just looks good, doesn't it? This looks good. So very happy with it. There's the top down right there. So yeah, this is the car that I'm going to be using in this paint schema until I get my new one made. But yeah, you're gonna see some videos on this, and yeah, I can definitely tell this car is twitchy. It has a very different feel to it. I still very much want to race this. I don't want to have to go to another one. However, with the Ferrari Fix Challenge, they did subtract a little bit of weight from it. I expect a lot of people to be racing that. But yeah, I just wanted to drive around and run into things clearly tonight, as clearly was my purpose, and just kind of do a little bit of test session and learn some things. So anyway, stay tuned. Like I said, we're gonna have at least 3 videos coming up, and like, follow, subscribe. Take care, everybody.